to our point from the beginning of the show that there's just a lot of apathy right now. 2025 was not the year anybody expected it to be. Did Bitcoin make a new all-time high and get in the range that many people would have predicted? Actually, yeah. I mean, in October of 2025, it got to 126K before, crashing down throughout the rest of the year. But Bitcoin did what it was supposed to do. Nothing else really did. And that's why there's just this super amount of apathy right now with people are just, again, it's not even anger and depression. I mean, maybe it is for the people that have stuck around, but most people have given up, are not paying attention to it anymore, are gambling instead, whatever else it may be, sports betting and stuff like that. So we're seeing all this apathy. Yep, you knew where I was going. I wasn't sure if you were catching my drift. So from DGen News, and a lot of people were reporting this over the weekend. Now, I don't know the total validity of this tweet from, I can't, it's Nikita Buyer or whatever, right? Is it Nikita? Is that his name?
Yep.
Okay. So this kind of happened over the weekend, and DGen News, a bunch of people report on this. This was just one I found that was good. He says, ex-head of product Nikita Buyer says, crypto Twitter is dying from suicide. I probably shouldn't say that word with YouTube's algorithm. Not from the algorithm. Crypto Twitter ends up wasting all their reach on replying "Good morning, GM" hundreds of times, and when they, which I've never done, and I doubt you have either, Ewok.
No,
hundreds of times, and when they finally post real content like a project announcement, which is actually probably a honeypot, it only gets shown to 3 people. So yeah, he goes on this diatribe saying this. You thought the tweet was fake. I saw like other people said that too because the font looks weird. I don't know whether that specific post by him is true or not, but the fact remains he is a developer of X and was going on a tirade about, it's the people's fault and all these things with the algorithm and stuff like that. I mean, like it was clear that there's issues happening, and there was 100% something wrong big time during this time. I know, not that I'm on Twitter very much, but I know you didn't really experience this, but that night, I said to you, all of a sudden, my entire feed was about this guy. Like everything. It was uncanny. Like I didn't get anything else in my Twitter feed other than stuff about this Nikita guy. Because I think I went to his profile and I'm like, oh, who is this dude? And I was just like looking at some stuff that he posted. And then all of a sudden, my main feed, every single post was about this topic. And it was major crypto accounts that were citing this tweet as real and were very upset about it. And, the crypto Twitter is being shadow banned or whatever else. And then when I clicked something else that night, and I'll just tell you specifically what it was. My dad growing up, when I was younger, he was always a big Grateful Dead fan. And I saw that mainly, I think just one of their guitarists, Bob Weir, just passed away last weekend. Yeah. He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. I wonder if my dad knows. And I clicked on the official account of his and sent it to my dad. And then my entire news feed was Grateful Dead shit. Everything. I don't like the Grateful Dead. I mean, hey, all the power to my dad. I just am not really that into them. But all of a sudden, it's all Bob Weir. It's all the Grateful Dead. My entire feed. I'm like, something is wrong here. I have never sought out Grateful Dead stuff ever. That seems to have been repaired, but the sensitivity of whatever was going on over the weekend was real because it happened to me for 2 different things. So I don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, I know that most viewers watching us right now are going to be pro Elon Musk, and I guess at the end of the day, we probably are too. But the dude has had all kinds of weird shit happen with his platform since buying it. Not that the Twitter of old was better, because that was basically, I mean, it was a censorship based. It was extremely. It was a liberal platform, really. I mean, like it was anything.
Oh, it was before. Totally, yes.
It's hard to remember now, but it really was. But Elon, I think, has just got his fingers in the sauce a little bit too much, and this stuff is just constantly changing. So I guess, what do you make of this story and the validity of his tweet? But my real point is just the apathy and the disappearance of crypto Twitter, crypto anything. Like, people are just not there, or are they there and we don't think they are because of the algorithm? I don't know.
Well, so I think we're at that point where many people have left. People aren't getting the engagement or shares or views or whatever it may be. So they're like, "Hey, what's going on?" Well, people have left, man. They're not interested right now, and it's clear, pretty clear, that's what's happening. Now, have they changed the algorithm? Have they done things? I'm sure they tweak it all the time. I'm sure they try to get things to feed the algorithm to see what people want to see. I wish there was a way that, though, like you said, and what happened to you, I wish there was a way to, um, and maybe there is, and maybe I'm just not aware of it, but you click something, and then the next thing, all you do is see a bunch of that stuff. If there was a way, and I think maybe you can, is this, I'm not interested in this or whatever, and it changes your algorithm. I think there probably is. There's probably those three dots that you can go and click and say, this doesn't interest me, or something along those lines. Now, that is on the for you portion of it, right? So, I mean, there's different ways to view X. There's for you, there's following, and then I believe there's groups or something like that. I forget how it works.
I know there's following and for you are the two main ones.
Right. And then you can create custom groups. So
okay.
For me, I have a Hex Pulse X Inc. group that I've added people to. But for me, I do use the for you because I like to see other things. But then if it's too negative, then I'll go to following and see if they're being negative too.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what, how I go through. And most of my following people are also part of that Hex Pulse X group. So yeah, again, I'm sure that they changed the algorithm, but I really believe that it's just the people aren't there right now and they don't care. Now, once prices go up, you're not going to be able to stop it. It is going to be all over the place because that's what's all over the place. So, I don't think anything is targeting anybody. I don't think anybody is gatekeeping or hiding or shadow banning or whatever you want to call it. I don't think that's the case. I just think interest is not there at the moment, and it's becoming visible through the algorithms, and that's what we're seeing.
Yeah. I think you are right. I mean, it would not surprise me if there were some nefarious things going on here, honestly, just with all the meddling with the algorithm that has happened. But it's kind of just two huge buckets. I think it's that, and it's also that there genuinely is just apathy right now. Like, imagine, like, you put, your whole life into all this stuff, and it's like 2025 is going to be the best year of my life. At least the light at the end of the tunnel is Q4 of 2025. None of it happens. And now, people, I don't know, that are they still hungover from the holidays? It's a brand new year now, and it's like, why am I going to mess with any of that stuff? I mean, to bring this kind of almost full circle to the beginning of our show, I think that the sentiment conditions are perfect for where we're at right now. Like, we're seeing a little bit of a move up to start 2026, which is only 2 weeks old, which is nice to see. And no one cares about it. I mean, the only people that do are ones that weren't leaving anyway. Like, I'm seeing people that have kind of remained bullish, look at this, and even some that are bearish without an agenda, I guess. Like, people that have been bearish but are open to being wrong. That's the interesting thing about the bears. They're not, they are right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the bearish leaners that are okay being wrong are like, well, hey, with where we're at now, if Bitcoin gets to 100K, that's a step I need to see. If Bitcoin gets to 107, that's a more encouraging step I need to see. If we get to like 117, I probably got to say the bull market's on still. So yeah, I mean, just bringing it back. But the fact that we're seeing apathy with this pump right now, I think for us is really good to see, honestly. So
yep, I agree. And I just think the viewership is down. I think there's people that are just kind of checked out. A lot of people have listened to some of those major bulls and said, "Oh, it's over. I don't need to check this for a little while again." And again, I think they're really going to be caught by surprise because, when you look at it, we just haven't had that run. It hasn't happened yet. So there's going to be people that think it's over, and they're going to be very, very surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, let's hope so. But I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if you really believe in this stuff and have conviction, I go to something Richard Hart said, and I don't know if it was his Christmas video or the couple that he's put out recently, but if you continue to work, I forget how he exactly said it, but if you're motivated, you don't go away, and you keep working towards a goal, trying new things, eventually the world will yield to you, which I thought was a cool, inspiring quote of his to end off one of his streams. So yeah, I mean, that's what we're continuing to do with belief. So the viewers perking up here a little bit, getting us to the end of the stream, but they've been lower, not just for us, but I mean, again, among all of crypto YouTube lately. So could be a good signal for times to come. We will see. But
for sure.
Anyway, that about wraps us up. Ewok, any final thoughts tonight?
No, man. I again, I remain bullish. I haven't seen enough to say that we're going anywhere but up. So I know prices keep coming down, but again, I'm seeing just there's so many setups, so many good things that are coming for this year. Primaries, elections, stimmy checks, lowering rates, new Fed chair, tokenized things. Like, how many more things can we have, right? I mean, it's just it's getting to be a perfect setup. Maybe not as early as we want it. We had said January, February, we thought things would be really popping off by now, or at least a start, but we're not that far off. I mean, it still could happen. And when it does take off, again, remember 6-8 weeks. I mean, usually that's the height of a full bull run, where that bubble gets crazy and it pops. So again, doesn't take long. It still could happen early. It could be delayed a little bit, but still bullish.
Yeah.
Have the faith. Stick around for the show. Why would you sell now? So that's all I got.
If you've been here for 4 years, leaving now, I just don't understand. I mean, at the very least, you don't have to pay attention to it day in and day out. You know what I mean? Hex Girl, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much for the super chat. We appreciate that very much. Hopefully, our answers to you in the chat helped a little bit tonight. And don't worry about the ProveX sacrifice and getting tokens. It will be very clear to everybody how to do it. You won't get lost, and we'll be able to help people out with making sure you get those too. So, yeah.
DJ Moonboy said, I got to shave the beard at 7,500. That's fair.
7,500 hex?
ETH.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, that's not too bad. Yeah. I didn't even notice you've kind of let it go out again. I just realized. I mean, you're back.
Just happens.
Yeah, you're back to full growth.
It doesn't take long, man. It grows like
you got that testosterone still pumping through your veins.
I guess I got something pumping through my veins.
All right, cool. So Monty, yes, we are obsessed with crypto too. So
we're not going anywhere
here. Yep, not going anywhere. We are here every Wednesday. Exactly, Hex Girl. He's shaving it when P-Dye pegs. So
shit, it'll be down to my ankles by then.
Probably be later this year. So yeah. We are here every Wednesday. We'll be here next week, same time, same channel at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So really appreciate all you guys in the chat tonight. Great conversation. Awesome to be here with you and all of us kind of keeping it together here. So for Crypto Ewok, this has been Broke Boy Crypto. We'll catch you next week right here on the Creed of Crypto. See you guys.
Peace.